Ladies and gentlemen, this is Grampy Lobster. It's been a long time coming. We all knew it was coming. Hey, Bozo, how you doing? It's been a long time coming. We knew it was coming, but it's here, you know. And as somebody that doesn't exactly plan ahead very often, or I do things we here at Lobster Studios and Hot Wiener Emporium, we kind of do things on our own time schedule. So, yeah, wouldn't you know that 1 hour before fucking midnight, August 1st, 2019, Grampy Lobster decides to fucking finally say hi. It's been fun. We've had a lot of laughs. We've been trolled a few times. We've learned a lot. We've cried a lot. We've laughed a lot. Hell, we've probably jerked each other off a few times. I mean, there's been a lot of things. We've had well, not many guests on the fucking show. We've had the world famous Mudbrucker. You see, I've had Father Judgment. I've had Father Judgment, Snyder the Handyman on the fucking show. Yeah. Tried to get a couple other people to fucking show up for once, and hashtag you know who you are, Bozo. Yeah, I mean, the Mudbrucker just volunteered one night. He came in and probably had no idea where I was going with a lot of shit, but he hung in there, because he's a trooper. Any man that can make cheese out of powdered milk is. And he got a lot of shit for that, and I never could understand it. He made fucking mozzarella cheese out of fucking powdered milk, which I find amazing, right? I actually know a guy that had a similar recipe for that. He did it a little bit different than Mudbrucker did, but and it takes a lot of fucking powdered milk to make one fucking ball of fucking mozzarella cheese. We found that out. But it fucking worked, and you can add one thing that Mudbrucker might have forgotten to tell you. I don't know if he knew, but when you're making the cheese, when you're molding it and everything, you can infuse basil or garlic. I mean, and a lot of those infused mozzarellas and quite a kick to maybe a little bit some bruschetta. I found out about bruschetta. This is off the topic, but coming from Oregon, and where they have no flavor. Italian restaurant in Grants Pass, Oregon, for a plate of spaghetti. This is true. It's like international food, right? I mean, there's Mexican restaurants everywhere, right? Good Mexican food, but there's very few Italian restaurants, right? And like this one place that was in Grants Pass, we were going to go there one day when I met Mrs. Lobster, and she's half Italian and French Canadian, but we were looking at the menu, right? And for a plate, I mean, we didn't go in, but you can look online for a plate of spaghetti with meat sauce, right? I don't know. I don't even think it's included meat sauce. It was like $18 fucking for a plate. Now, granted, the sauce is good, right? But for $18 a plate of spaghetti, right? Nothing else, right? Because I mean, fucking lasagna, right? And it wasn't even the best Italian food, right? Or they probably didn't stay open very long because it was so expensive and shit. But out here, you can get a lot of really good, authentic Italian food from a local fucking carryout. Same place that makes your fucking cheesesteak subs and things like. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can get, and Italian restaurants are plentiful out here. I mean, there's tons. You can go from not, I wouldn't say budget. You know what I mean? When $40 is a lot of money for that time of for going out, and so you go for the specials and stuff, which the specials can always be good. But they've got some really fancy damn Italian restaurants that are that are worth the fucking price. And one thing that they have, is bruschetta, and it's like sliced. Well, they kind of do it a little bit different ways, but they'll get it like a baguette, and they'll like make little slices. And they got like tomatoes and basil and all sorts of shit and fucking cheese on it, and and then their sauce, on the and they put it in a salamander. Which, if you've ever been in the kitchen, Adam, I know you this. I know you know what a salamander is, but just a bit, right? And then it's served, right? And oftentimes it's, but by the time you get this, right, a lot of times it's like, God, why the fuck did I order anything else? This is fucking great. And so I have no idea what I was talking. I'm fucking. It's been fucking hot and humid out here, and I mean, behind my Jim Cornette Cult of Cornette membership uh, certificate back there that actually says Grampy Lobster. I got my nebulizer, and yeah, right. Well, I still haven't got a fucking frame. $2, $5 at fucking Walmart, or something. But it's just it's been a. Oh yeah, we were back with the cheese with Mudbrucker. Anyway, so yeah, and what he did, the tortilla pizza, Mudbrucker. I think we've all done it. I mean, it was nice and everything, and you even got shit for that because somebody, and you're sitting there going, "Oh, this is a thin crust. It's a thin, crunchy crust, like a cracker crust, right?" And some dickhead in your comments like, "I don't like that kind of pizza," and I was like, "God, don't you want to slap some people?" And I'm not a violent guy, but even me sometimes, you just want to throat punch somebody. I mean, fuck's sake, but I did try. I do actually have a couple cast iron skillets that they're really old, uh, and I'm gonna be uh, using some of your techniques you used for the like cleaning them out more. They're good. They're seasoned. I mean, like that, but not. But the only problem is like fumes and stuff. And oh, I've got that breathing issue, and that's the thing I need is. But what were you doing when he fell and passed out? Well, he was using oven cleaner. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But I'm gonna, I've got some other, But anyway, I digress because this has just been, it's been a hot, fucking, steamy last few days. I mean, fucking hot and humid. I mean, fuck's sake, man. It was, oh, geez. Go outside and you're like, oh, you know. But, you know, and along with the heat and the goddamn humidity, when people say, that they get upset when you say it's not the heat, it's the humidity. I've lived in the Mojave Desert, right? And I know what it's like to be in 100-degree heat, 100-degree plus heat, right? I spent a lot of my early childhood in the Mojave Desert. I went to high school in the Mojave Desert, and I know what fucking heat is, right? The Antelope Valley, in California, that's the fucking, it's not too far from Blythe, Death Valley is only a few hours away. So I know what heat is, right? And, I mean, but people get upset, I mean, out there, a humid day is like, but when I hate it when people say, if one more person says it's not the heat, it's the humidity. First of all, it's really a fucking stupid thing to say because it's a true statement, right? But it's actually because it's true, and it's something that really doesn't need to be said, right? Because personally, I'd rather be in 110-degree fucking dry heat than fucking 99, 100 degrees with fucking just fucking humidity. I mean, it sucks. But we do what we can. We persevere and we move on because we here at Lobster Ministries, Hot Wiener Emporium, that's just what we do, and we're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way to move on. as hard as that can be. We got well, we're looking for a new gig, but I'm not usually welcome on the big boy shows. You know, I mean, who'd want me on a fucking show? All I do is ramble about shit, and you know. But enough about me. You know, the person that I'm worried about the most right now, the person that's taken this loss of our gift to you, is our executive producer, Carl. You notice he's not in the background. You know, we've got Carl packed up. We've got him ready to go. We're going to send him off to a undisclosed secret respite location for a little bit so he can get his shit together. Because right now he's starting to piss us off because he's whining too much and he's like, "What are we going to do? Oh my god, this is bullshit!" And screaming around and everything. And the cat wasn't too fucking happy either. The cat was actually was looking forward to making a cameo appearance soon. But that can't happen. That can't happen. Because Google Hangouts is shutting down. It's sad. We've got Carl all packed up and ready to go. We've got the lobster coop warming up. Well, actually, it's 80 degrees, so it's not as bad. The humidity is not so bad tonight, and it's not quite as hot today as it's been in the last few days. But let me tell you, it's still hot as fuck. You can cook a 10-pound brisket outside on the fucking fire escape in probably 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it'll be done. It'll be done. The brisket will be done. And I mean, really serious. I mean, it'll have a little bit of red in the middle, but it'll still be done. That's how fucking hot it is. So we're not really warming up the car or the lobster coop. But we're all, we're all ready to send him off. It's kind of like sending a child off to summer camp. Sure, you're gonna miss the little fuckers, but it's freedom when they're gone because you don't have them. Oh wait, never mind. Before Carl just came up. Carl just came up from the. Here he comes right now. As you can tell, it's been a bad year for Carl in the first place because our Paw Sox are moving to Worcester, Massachusetts, which after the end of next season. Man, the Paw Sox suck shit this year, so but they do have themed fireworks every Saturday night at McCoy Stadium at their home, and they're actually good fireworks. But that being said, we're losing our Paw Sox, and now we're losing Google Plus. And Carl told me as he was coming up the elevator system here, and he really didn't have anything to say. He just wanted to look at everybody one more time and wave goodbye. Tell him he's going to be okay. Everything's going to be dandy, swell, and peachy keen. I know. He's not doing well right now. That's why we're sending him away. There he goes back down the fucking elevator system. Anyway, as I was saying, we don't have a backup plan. We're looking for a gig. Trying to get somebody to teach me OBS. A old slow fucker like me. But I did have one person set me up real fast, right? And then he goes, "There you go," right? And I'm like, "Can we do a dry run?" "I don't know, I'm busy," right? So me trying to do a dry run, I totally fucked it up and couldn't even get back to where I was. And I hear you got to pay for these people now. We don't have a budget. We spend it all on Carl's respite and brakes for my car, which have been sorely needed for a while. But yeah, it's rough, But there's been good times, like I said. I just I just found a new lulz cow, and not that emo fucking Hollingsworth shitbag fucking diaper wearing, whatever the fuck, you know. What's Jesus? But those First Amendment fucking auditors just piss me off. And then when they're retarded and stupid, and just say dumb things and rant. Fuck me. Shit. Oh, I almost showed you my tits. But anyway, I bought this shirt like 4 years ago, this Pawtucket jersey, and I was about 80 pounds heavier, and it was still big on me then. So now it's kind of like an overshirt, or if I don't feel like putting on a shirt, I wear this. Or, when I go to the game, I've always got this thing on somewhere, I can put on a fucking parka coat in the beginning of April, right, and just get dressed up for the fucking rain and everything, and then throw this thing over the top, and I still feel like I'm representing my team like a true loyal fan, But that breaks will slow you down. Sometimes that's the point. But I mean, not often, but Mudbrucker, but But yeah, I'm trying to learn OBS, but I'm one of those repetition guys. I gotta like do it a few times before I can actually figure out how to do it. And after the brakes on the car, I will be, maybe even sooner than that, because I have a PayPal account, and you see, I've got money in it. That I do that sometimes, and if this is just. Sometimes I've found, if you put money into your PayPal account, then when you want to get something, like I've gotten Groupon things for like pizza out here, right? When I've been broke, right? But I used my PayPal, and hey, food, I mean, there's a lot of things you can use. You sit there and you go, God, I don't want to take this money out of the bank. I've got so much money in the fucking PayPal. I'll use PayPal. Amazon doesn't really use PayPal much. Sometimes you can, depending on the seller. But PayPal's always good. So I might probably be getting a new webcam soon, because this one kind of sucks. And you want to see me in HD as much as possible, I'm sure. But but lately, I not just like I said, I found me a new lulz cow. It's Michelle Bess is her name. People have been trying to figure out. A lot of people think it's a guy, right? And the first time I ever saw this Michelle Bess video, she's a reptilian, perfect fucking future wife for Von Helton, except for she's not a petite chick, right? And she's not really like that, but she's a thick girl, right? It took me a while to realize that she was a girl. I thought technically she might be female, because there's probably a hole where B comes out of, but not the most feminine chick. You know what I'm saying? But still, she believes in the reptilians, the grays. There are literal ducks, I guess, in the fucking clouds. These certain mythical gods with swords and shit protect her. They all stand. I mean, she's even got a third eye. She's got videos. I put this on. I've made a couple videos. I've known about this person for a while, and I've been like, how the fuck do you present this shit? Even for me, I'm like, it's easy to do Fat Elvis. I mean, I do music. Some people, don't understand it, and they won't. But some people kind of get it, and I like that, But if you don't, but doing like Fat Elvis videos or Von Helton, Carl always had like not a formula, but there's always a theme. There's always something would end up rolling at the end, going, yeah, okay, this is where we're gonna stop. That's why my video. Yes, dude, we have a problem here at Lobster Ministry sometimes. I don't know if you call it. It's not obsessive compulsive, but when we're doing a project, we don't really know when to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody's doing a painting, right? And at a certain point, you go, this. Then you look at it and you go, I don't know. What about this, right? And then you go, and then you go, like this, and you put something else in. And the next thing you know, you've got something totally different, right? And sometimes you got to start over. You got to rethink what you've got on the fucking storyboard that still doesn't make sense to a lot of people, even when they see it, if it makes sense to us, right? Which is neither here nor there. But when I started like watching this Michelle Best person, right, videos, right, I'm like, God, this person is fucking angry. She calls everybody greedy gold diggers, and like I said, she believes in reptilians. She's got videos showing her going like really close up. That's when you really can't understand or tell if she's male or female or maybe a little androgynous or what the fuck. And that's not trying to like shit on it. Sometimes when you see somebody, you're like, and this isn't like an anti-transgender thing or whatever, but you understand what I'm saying. Male, female type. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know if this person's a lesbian, and it's none of my fucking business. But sometimes you're trying to get dig a deeper hole. Now, sometimes you're trying to when you see someone, right? You're trying to think of like what they're like scientific. God, the term scientific. You know what I'm saying? Is it male or female? Right? In the historical sense. I think I took myself out of that one pretty good. But I'm sure I've offended somebody about that now. But as we, so it took me a while to figure this person out or try to like, and she's a fucking angry fucking person, right? And I get it. Times are tough. Shit's expensive, right? It sucks to have to pay rent. It sucks to fucking. I don't work right now. I'm like a lot of people know my story, and I've, got some other issues too. But yeah, some of the story behind the lobster. But I just so but still, when I mean I drove a truck for years. I was in the military. I've been a food vendor for like dairy companies, for produce companies, for God, I was a fucking milkman for 3 fucking years. Hell, I've been a professional carpet cleaner. And this is where I'm going. And, the latest video, I mean, besides like the reptilian thing and the Greys and the fucking, which I had never heard of the Greys until the Von Helton thing, right? I never understood that, Von Helton hates the Greys. I never understood what the Greys were, right? I didn't, because people would talk about that. First time I heard about it was Von Helton. But apparently, this person believes, does the whole gray thing and reptilians, and so that's fucking lousy as fuck to begin with, especially when she does the third eye videos, right? But she's angry that I don't know. At times, in our life, things suck, right? Sometimes things are hard, right? It sucks getting up in the morning. It sucks driving to work. It sucks having to fucking pay the rent every month or the fucking utility bills or the phone bill, And now she's pissing and moaning because for I guess she's got to buy a hazmat suit for a job she's got, and to get certified or something to the effect. Anyway, but the fact that you've got to get certified. Now I understand, I've had certifications for certain things in my life before through states and local governments, and they can be like, "Oh, really? You're going to charge me that much, you fucking piece of shit? Fix my driveway." But so I get angry like that, right? But just the fact that you have to pay rent, the fact that you have to pay a mortgage, the fact that you have to pay your utility bills, a phone bill, pisses her off because it's unfair. The greedy gold diggers, the corporations, right? And I get it, corporations suck and everything. But literally, when you throw the reptilians and the Greys and life sucks and people are out to get her and everything, it sounds like a perfect possible future Mr. Mrs. Poopy Pants, and Mrs. Stinky. Okay, I mean, I think that would be fucking awesome. Hey, your ruins his whole life, you know. Oh, excuse me, Mr. and or Mrs. or whoever, however you decide to um, identify his own life is in the chat, and I'm fucking honored. Like I said, I you know, and another person is back recently is fucking Secular Opinion. He's been he did a video on God. He did a Matt Bell video. He did a G-Man video, or no, he did a G-Man video defending Matt Bell. You know, because liars, people that lie are worse. If you've ever told a lie, you're worse than a pedophile. That's according to G-Man. But yeah, Secular Opinion's back. Um, I mean, there's some people coming back because it's there's just so much stuff. And plus, I think he missed it. You know what I'm saying? I think deep down, Secular Opinion was like, God, I got to get back in there. You know, and nobody has a fucking way with words and stuff as Secular Opinion. I'm not one of those people that has a way with words like that. I'm not the most. Well, I don't really have a way with words. I just run them out. But Kingpin Classics. Yeah, but yeah, there are alternatives to posting. Or yeah, I mean, I do videos. I mean, I got the thing where I can upload, you know, me and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't. I'm kind of slow with stuff, you know. OBS is like bit over my head. I had somebody set me up and then like go, okay, here you go. And like I said before, and I was like, can we do a dry run or like a couple of them so I can, you know, he goes, you'll be fine, right? And I fucked it up right off the bat and then lost what I had. And I'm like, shit. But, and eventually I'm willing to actually pay somebody, not much, but I'm actually willing to at barter pay somebody as long as it's not an exorbitant amount of fee, just like to get me started, right? Just to get and set me up, right? Explain things and I don't know, dummy language. Because admittedly, I am not the brightest motherfucker on the fucking planet. Um, and you know, so anyway, I've reached out. I've got a couple things on the burner, right, that don't necessarily have to be live, but I wanted to do. God, I'd love to do an OBS and like do it. I was gonna screen share this Michelle Best, but if you're a troll hater or naysayer on that wee thing, it's been posted, or go to her fucking channel, right? And let me see. Let me find her. It's Michelle Best. I'm trying to find the name of the video. She was doing a live show, right? And yeah, Michelle Best. She's got this really crazy look and these big fucking glasses. If you see her avatar, it might fucking scare you a little bit, you know. But shit, she's got this. She's not religious, but she's got this fucking. Oh God, turn the fucking sound down. But anyway, let me see. What's the name of the video? Oh yeah, our government is under ultimate greedy gold digger. Yeah, our government is the ultimate greedy gold digger. Now, and I mean, this is she's obsessed. She literally thinks, like I said, corporations, they're out to get that, right? I get that, right? I think we all do. They don't give a fuck about you, you know, but they never have, you know, and most people, you know, they'll complain a bit, you know, they go, you know what? I got nothing to complain about. I'd complain, but nobody would be fucking listening to me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and some people take to social media and to YouTube to vent. I've done it. I think everybody's in some way or another, for the most part, has done it. But she goes fucking crazy, not so wacky. I mean, fuck me. And if you go into about it, I started watching her hang. I found it I watch her videos, but I don't subscribe to her channel because, well, cat's out of the bag now. I guess she knows. I mean, I've already done 2 videos about her now, and if you watch, I mean, if you go back and watch the videos I did with her in them, right? There's like 2 of them. Then you might kind of understand. It's like, woo, this fucking person is nuts in the fucking bag, and I mean, and she drives. She functions in society, right? Now, if you watch this video, like I was saying, I found it purely by accident, right? I just was going, it showed up somehow, and it said that no, you look at certain things, if you do what I do, you look for, things and stuff, and I'll be goddamn if she wasn't live. And I came in apparently about 5.5, maybe 6 minutes into her video, and I just in the side chat just wrote "lol scout," and she started going off. I'm a greedy gold digger, I'm this, I'm that. She threatened to shoot me, right? This bitch fucking thinks that I know where she lives, right? And it's telling me that I'm afraid to go to her house and beat her ass. And I'm watching this and I'm like, what the fuck? And absolutely, you go there, you can look at the fucking side chat. I was having fun because I was like, damn, you sound angry. I mean, you could tell I was poking a little bit, but kept calling me grumpy, right? And then, she claimed that my mom pays my bills, and the dearly departed Mama Lobster, she passed away what 11 years ago. So, and my mother, the fundy. But anyway, so she's throwing that stuff out, and she starts yelling at the screen, right? You can tell she keeps looking at the side chat, and she actually put me on 2 timeouts before she got upset and stopped her fucking live show. But she claimed that I give blowjobs and I like it. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck does she know that I am the proprietor and owner of Lobster Backdoor fucking Dumpster fucking Hand Jobs and Blowjob Emporium? I mean, how the fuck does she know? I mean, she just went boom on this tangent, and my fucking avatar is the little book that says, why Lenny is God, I mean, and claiming that I hide behind avatars, right? I'm a, God, she claimed that she wanted to shoot me. And this is actually the first time that we've ever fucking interacted at fucking all. And I was having fun with it. And my God, she's got a fucking mouth worse than mine when it comes to vulgarities. She's not very original because she goes straight to you give blowjobs, right? And I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm not a homosexual, but I've been drunk a few times, and I don't know for a fact that I haven't. But I think, I mean, pretty sure I haven't. But the fact that she knows that I give blowjobs, and then I'm actually the owner and proprietor of said backdoor fucking dumpster fucking hand job and blowjob emporium. I wonder if there's a coalition, because she's got to, like I said, she's got to go. She's got to get a job, or she's got to buy a hazmat suit, right? Now, I'm not saying this is one of those type of jobs, right? And she's admitted that she's been not had any jobs that paid much, right? Probably minimum wage, and that's fine. We're all trying to make more in the world, but hazmat jobs aren't really the cleanest fucking jobs. There's a reason, and they'll pay a bit more money, right? But it's still kind of on the fucking scale. But we're thinking, Lobster Studios, we're thinking to ourselves, maybe she needs a job, giving hand jobs and blow jobs behind one of our dumpsters at 2:30 in the fucking morning, right? It could be kind of like a paper route for, when I was a kid, I had a paper route. I got up a little bit earlier in the morning, did my paper route, then came back home and went to school. Maybe she says she gets up earlier than anybody else, right? Because we're all greedy gold diggers and things like that. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe if she had a like 4 fucking work job, maybe a little get me started fucking thing to go in the morning, where she started her day, she wouldn't be such a cranky fucking bitch, you know. And making herself happy, making money, probably more than having to wear a fucking hazmat suit. Because our clientele, they tip pretty decently too, and we do charge a premium price after fucking the bars close at night for our safety and yours, and we have a steady, we have, what I'm saying, but we also have coupons and buy 10 get one free, so we've got the things rolling, and we're going to be starting our 3rd location soon. But we're thinking, do we want to offer this person a job, doing hand jobs and blow jobs behind a dumpster? Is that the kind of person we want working for us, making someone's day, giving them that happy ending, making them feel happy in their never regions? And we're like, no, there is no fucking way, right? And that's another reason why I think she's fucking angry, right? Now you might go, oh, lobster, you're being mean. Well, yeah, a little bit. But she threatened to shoot me. She said if she ever saw me, she would shoot me. Right? Oh, I forgot I had this nice glass of, good old sweet tea. No, actually, it's not sweet tea. I actually drink a little bit of lemon, and that's about it. But yeah, I mean, she's gonna assume that I give blowjobs. I like it all the time, and she's gonna shoot me. And the blowjob thing was funny as fuck. And I hide behind avatars. And like I said, I've been on the internet for 10 fucking years, right? Not to say that I've ever been a fucking YouTube celebrity or anything like that. But over the 10 years, people tend to know what I look like, right? I've done enough live shows and shown my face on the internet enough times. Want to see a nip? Anyway, we're trying to cheer up here, being that we know that this is going to be our last fucking show. If anybody has any idea, hey, take it easy, Mudbrooker. Hey, Christina, how you doing? You missed a fucking, I don't know how long you've been in there, but yeah, we're pretty upset. I still have intentions of putting the leftover like jewelry stuff in that yard sale. I've got envelopes and everything. And like you, money's tight. Like for postage until like a bit later, but I do have all intentions of actually sending that to you. But yeah, glad to see you there. But with bad news, seriously comes good news, right? And the good news is it's the first in about 20 minutes, right? And guess what happens on the first of every fucking month? Jerry gets his check. And we know what that means. Unboxing videos, and Hot Wheels cars, and fucking now those dragsters that he buys, right? Like I said, I used to be in the low end, kind of where Vaughn's at, with a little bit more class because I actually knew about the fucking cars that I collected. Knew about the driver, why the paint scheme was a certain way, or I actually knew what some of the sponsors actually were, right? Which I don't know that Vaughn does, but he does like that McDonald's logo. But some cars, especially the cars, even the ones, even this, the dragsters that are this long, or even Hot Wheels size, the 64. they're not meant for racing, right? They're displays. Oftentimes they'll come with a card, like what was that one NHRI driver, Teddy Pendergrass. I think that was his name. But Vaughn butchered that fucking name. I really don't even think he understands or knows who this person is, but he liked the color of the car, right? And he's gonna, I don't know what to do with this card, and they come with like not a fancy Dan one. You can always get one, and I used to have one for like 164 scale cars for Dale Earnhardt and stuff. And I was a big Junior fan for a couple of years, and then, like I said, NASCAR really started to suck after Dale Earnhardt died. And in the last few years, it's just become totally fucking unwatchable. But, you know, unboxing with coat hangers. And like I said, his fucking knife skills have much to be a fucking desire. And this is coming from an old deli guy that, among other things, I've got numerous cuts on my hands from slicers and sharp knives and restaurant work and prep cooking, just chopping knives, things like that. If you've ever worked in a restaurant business or worked in a deli for any amount of time, sometimes on the first day, you tend to get, and at times it requires stitches. But so Vaughn's got some really shitty knife skills to begin with, using that big fucking knife. I guess he thinks he thinks it's, manly, But these cars, a lot of them that he gets, these dragsters, they're display cars. There's a reason the fucking front wheels don't spin, right? It's because they're not meant for going down a fucking Hot Wheels track, right? And making fives, right? Or threes or whatever the fuck, And a lot of times, I've owned collectible cars, even the 164s that were like really nice, right? The hood would pop up and there would be something in it that actually resembled the fucking engine. You get the little doors and and you spend some extra money for it, but the tires rolled really fucking, they spun really well. I'm sure they could have made fours or whatever the fuck, but they weren't for that. They have cars for Hot Wheels, and like I said, even Hot Wheels makes cars, right? That will tell you, right? And these tracks will say not all Hot Wheels cars basically are meant for racing. I don't know how they worded it, but that doesn't matter to Stinky. But last month, and we've seen the unboxing videos, and it's, like I said, it goes back to, there's people like, I remember before okay, this is just for an example. I watched unboxing videos, okay, on YouTube before I bought my first air fryer, right? I watched unboxing videos and because people look up an appliance or something, and you can always find videos of people actually using it, right? And you can find reviews and, so, I've watched, for my blender, I watched a fucking unboxing and just the whole thing for a few air fry. And people do it for different reasons, for different things, right? I've seen people open up, like box sets for bands or a multitude of things, right? Kitchen appliances, whatever, right? But I've never seen anybody do an unboxing, and I don't think you have either. I don't. Yeah, crazy glue all the cars. I don't think Vaughn understands. Maybe he thinks he does. The whole unboxing things, right? Just unboxing a bunch of random fucking cars, right? And then spinning the fucking wheels and, is not really an unboxing video. It's just showing how you fucking spend Jerry's money, you know. And he's still on BitChute, which I really think that there's something going. And there's a lot of people that think this. There's a lot of speculation going on. I can't speculate, but I think there's a reason, because Vaughn knows people get his shit off of BitChute, right? But then he'll do his fucking YouTube shit like nothing's fucking going on, right? Like he's just a great American fucking good old fashioned daddy that spends his kid's fucking disability check on fucking Hot Wheels cars, like any, I don't know, good father would. But anyway, and he's an expert now, right? I mean, he gets them little rods, wheel changes and shit, But this month, hopefully, he's got a design. Is it going to be the red fucking? Is it going to be the 4-lane? When he made that fucking comment about how many lanes to have. Now, a lot of you will have figured out over the years that I'm a big baseball fan, right? I've been a baseball fan since, goddamn, first. Like I said, Ted Sizemore was my first fucking hero that broke my fucking heart. When I was 9 years old, he played second base for the Dodgers and won Rookie of the Year. And I was like, man, I want to be like Ted Sizemore. And the fucking Dodgers traded him. So I mean, and keeping up, listening to the fucking baseball games, Vin Scully on the fucking radio, was what I grew up on. And other, Dick Enberg used to do the Angels games, right? Dave Niehaus, used to do with him, which was a very famous and very good announcer that ended up moved up to Seattle, right? Even in New England, we've got good fucking announcers. A lot of announcers suck, right? And they shouldn't fucking announce. You have to be able to tell the story. Vin Scully was of the Red Barber era, right? And could tell a story on the radio, right? Because you're not seeing things, right? And Vin Scully was the same way. I mean, he had that magic, right? And in all of my years, and I know a lot of baseball lingo and slang and shit like that. I mean, I think my family was worried about me for years because all I did was listen to the Dodger games. I mean, I was like, that's what I did every night when I was a kid, was listen to the Dodger game on the radio. And over the years, a lot of times I've still got the game on the radio if it's not on TV and stuff. And even with shitty fucking announcers and people that don't really understand it, the one thing that I have never heard, and Von Helton claimed that this is something that was said in baseball, was there's 4 pitchers warming up in the bullpen. Now, he said that was an old baseball saying. And I'm thinking to myself, first of all, that's bullshit because most bullpens, matter of fact, all bullpens that I can think of that I've ever seen, and trust me, I've got to think about stadiums too, before they all got weird and stuff in the 70s and they all looked the same and everything. I can tell you what ballpark I was watching just by the TV being on, right? And like they'll show pitchers in the bullpen, right? And they'll talk about the pitchers in the bullpen. How many pitchers are in the bullpen? They have a right-hander and a left-hander usually, maybe 2 right-handers, because it all sometimes depends on what the batter does or what the pitcher does. Do you take him out, you leave him in? Kind of, it's a strategy thing. You've got more than one plan B, right? The one thing that I've never heard in my entire fucking life is they've got 4 pitchers warming up in the bullpen. Now, you might have more than 2 pitchers. Matter of fact, you've got a bullpen full of pitchers, right? But you will never see 4 pitchers in the same fucking. First of all, there's normally only 2 fucking pitching rubbers and 2 fucking bullpen home plates. So the idea of 4 pitchers warming up in the bullpen is bullshit. And I know that sounds a little bit fucking, well, Lobster, you're being, well, when you're going to say things or sayings, I don't know. It just kind of fucking triggered me a bit. So anyway, but Von's a fucking expert on cars. Trying to go 2-lane, 4-lane. You want to have the red trim on the outside, the yellow and red. What kind of, and it was actually, somebody actually made a comment, wondering maybe if Von Helton could maybe have a water, because he was talking about different sceneries, right? A lake, trees, buildings, grandstands. Michael Moore to debate Democrats. God, I hate Michael Moore. I don't know if you saw that on the screen down there, but it's 10 minutes to midnight. I wonder if it's going to shut off right at midnight. That's what I'm going for that, But anyway, I want to see what's going to happen. But, is it going to be lake? Is it going to be like big buildings? Is it going to be a city atmosphere? Is it going to be like the, like maybe the Toilet Bowl International Speedway? Somebody mentioned to me that maybe wonder if Vaughn would like include a waterfall. And I'm like, well, that'd be really great, but he'd probably have to start it, I don't know, either out of his bathroom or off of the kitchen sink, right? Run the fucking kitchen sink, stop up the fucking drain, let the fucking water run down. Yeah, that's, because we know it's going to be a classy fucking thing in the end, right? Kind of like this Elder Scroll. It was going to be so badass, calligraphy and all that shit was so fucking easy. He hadn't done it since he was 5 or 6, you know. Crazy glue his card to his face. I'd like to see him. Yeah, I'd like to see crazy glue his fingers together. Maybe like when he, gets some crazy glue on his fingers, right? He's always rubbing his face and shit, Like I said, I do this shit with my hair because my hair gets in my fucking eyes. It's kind of a thing about having long hair and stuff. But, Vaughn will pull on his fucking blowjob handles and like rubbing his face and rubbing his hair and shit, like whatever. I mean, I gotta do this. It's still fucking hot and humid, right? I'm saying I got a little fan going on there. I got a little fan going on there too. Gonna get another fan, but what can you do? But anyway, it's gonna be a classy fucking act, right? Just like his, and I want to see what he does with it because it's gonna be funny as fuck, right? I mean, is he gonna keep like he he acts like he's a race car driver now, which we all know back in the day he was a shade tree mechanic and used to run hot rods up and down the fucking street up in the fucking 70s. That's always fun. That's always remember because uh, it's gonna be amazing, right? And personally, like tomorrow, now I don't know if he can pre-order stuff or something like that, but I'm thinking to myself, tomorrow will be like fucking. It is on every first of the month. It'll be like Christmas. I mean, Vaughn's gonna be on. He's gonna be on eBay. He's gonna be on fucking Amazon. He's gonna be on all these websites. He's gonna start buying fucking shit again, right? So you start to look for fucking videos around the 6th, the 5th, 6th, something like that. Maybe even sometimes earlier, because I don't know that he has Amazon Prime, but you can get 3 day shipping, 3 to 5. Sometimes, usually a lot of times I've found that if you order something 3 to 5 day shipping, you get it in 3, 4, 5 sometimes. But usually it's so we know it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. We know it's coming. I can't wait, and I know you can't wait either, because God damn it, it's funny as fuck. Not the fact that a grown man enjoys collectibles, right? It's the fact that I don't know. He thinks he's. I mean, his commercial breaks, right, are just. I don't know. I find him classically fucking lolsy. I mean, we'll be right back after these messages, right? And then he doesn't even fucking have a commercial, right? At least I have Wilkins coffee commercials, right? So I mean, if you're gonna put up something like that, like we'll be right back after these messages, right? Um, you might want to have like a message, not just go right into the video. That's something Carl taught me when we first brought him off the streets when he was still using illicit drugs that we in no way, shape, or form ever condone. I just want everybody to know that right now, because we here at Lobster Ministries and Hot Wiener Emporium, we just don't believe in that shit. It's bad for you. Yeah. A Fancy Feast commercial. Christina Blackfeather, you are spot on, right? I mean, we've seen the commercial. I've used it. I think what's his fucking name, did the commercial, you know, and it's one of those things. It's, you know, it's what Bond. He's the spokesman for cat food, right? I mean, exploit that, right? But then he in some of his videos he goes, please consider contributing to my my PayPal or my whatever the fuck he's got, so we don't have to include fucking ads. Well, he doesn't have 1,000. He can't AdSense his fucking videos. There's no ads that are going to show up. But he's claiming that, oh, you got to give me money to prevent fucking ads from showing up on my, you know, he's not up to 1,000 subs, right? And without that 1,000, and that's another thing. Pretty soon, from what I understand, you're going to have way more than 1,000 subs to like monetize and shit, right? And so, what's he going to do then? You know, I mean, what's his fucking excuse going to be? Can you pull it forward? Can I pull what forward, Hunter of Homos? Holy fuck, I love that name. Oh, is your hairline so far? My hairline? Oh, it's it is what it is, you know. Hey, but oh, I can pull my hair forward. Yeah, I mean, I do all sorts of weird shit with my hair. Um, how's that? You know, I don't have a part in it. If that makes your fucking day, that's just fucking awesome to me. Hunter of Homos. That's beautiful. I like this person even if they're from. Anyway, it's 2 minutes to midnight, and I've just all fucked up my hair. But that's okay because apparently it entertains somebody, and that's what we are here for at Lobster Ministries and fucking studios and Clam Shack Chili House, House of Reprobation, and Hot Wiener Emporium. That's what we do here. So, yeah, Hunter of Homos. I love that fucking name. That could be a shirt. You know what I'm saying? A shirt that says Hunter of Homos. You know, could be a big thing. Might be the next big thing. You know, maybe you should, you know, maybe think about like copywriting it. You know, putting it on T-shirts or something like that. That'd be great. I'd probably buy one. Herb is an autistic person. Maybe Asperger's. I feel safe to assume he isn't treated or doesn't follow any plan. House and Mr. His own life. I like, you know, there's a reason you're in the side chat. You always bring reason, and you always bring us back down to ground zero. That we're here for Stinky. And well, but yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for his next on. Well, it's midnight. It's officially August 1st, 2019, and I haven't been shut off yet. Shit, boy, are you Vaughn? Yeah, how you doing, Bella? Probably what I forgot what I was talking about a minute ago, anyway. But yeah, we've had fun, we've had laughs, we've had a few. Yeah, people make fun of my hair sometimes. Usually, people that I don't know can't grow it, you know. Sorry, my part, you know, maybe my hairline's not, but I don't have blowjob handles on my fucking face either. I love it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of Carl, who's, I guess, already left the building, he's off to a nice respite, safe place to unwind and rest. I find fucking fans blowing my hair out. The, you know, stroganoff powder is a hell of a drug. That's the one person that I'm going to miss the most, right? Is fucking Mute the Bozo. um, oh, I've been called a long haired, greasy, leather faced, cum guzzling scumbag. I've been called a socialist, fucking long haired hippie, cum dumpster, leather face. I've been called a lot of things. Long haired hippie. He may have. I don't know. I don't remember ever hearing that one. I do remember that he claimed that he was going to turn me in once. And I remember I had lived in fucking Rhode Island for 3 fucking years before he realized that I didn't live in Oregon anymore. And I thought it was longer than 3 years. It's been a while, but at one point, he claimed that he knew where I lived in fucking Oregon, right? And I'm like, God, I haven't lived in Oregon for 3, 4 fucking years. And then he's like, prove it. And I'm like, fuck. And that's when I was calling myself, uh, when I first started talking about living in New England, right? And it was like right after I got here. It was like culture shock, you know. But I guess he looked on my Facebook page or some shit. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, my hair's all. You guys got me all fucking. Oh gosh, now I've got. Let me try to fix it. Oh god, there's a fucking. Let me see. Is my hairline not too bad now? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. It's more like I like it like this. Yeah, my hairline's gotten higher, but I don't have that bald on the top fucking party in the back thing anymore. If it ever got like that, I would have no fucking problem chopping it all off. Because that's just that's when you've lost all fucking credibility for the ability to keep your hair long. And son, so whatever. But oh, now my hair's a mess. Oh my god. Let's gee whiz. What I get for not using hairspray or any product in my hair. I do have a good shampoo regimen and conditioner regimen. And it's been a little humid, so my hair is kind of out there today and everything. But I always do appreciate your comments. Comments about my political affiliations and things I do during my happy time, all naked and shit, and with whom I do it with, and how I like it, and talking about the face here, I mean that's offensive, people that if you're gonna call me things, I mean that's just the wrong thing to do. I mean, I will. Well, I won't threaten to shoot you. I can promise you that. But I can promise you a harsh word and one of those. So absolutely, Bozo, let me be praised. And you know, before I get going, I want to talk about something a little bit serious. They had that shooting, and this isn't a gun control or anti-gun or anything like that, but that shooting that they had recently in the Garlic Festival in Northern California. I've been following that because having lived in Southern Oregon and Northern California, a lot of people kind of consider that there's a lot of people that are calling for Northern California and Southern Oregon to become a state, and a lot of things are. State of Jefferson was a thing people talked about years ago, and a lot of things out in those areas are named Jefferson, for that whole But anyway, I had actually gone to the Garlic Festival a couple of times years ago, and I saw that it was in the news that there was a shooting, right? Which is fucking tragic as fuck. This guy, breaks through the, gets through a fence to avoid security and everything, and starts shooting people randomly because he's pissed off at the fucking world and then went on this right wing, whatever the fuck. This isn't political, yeah, and I'm not trying to make it that way. But I see a lot of videos or like articles, right, from different TV stations, different news outlets on my feed, on Facebook and a couple other social media outlets. And you're looking at the comments, right? I love to read comments, right, on news stories to get people's different takes. Who's American these days? Who's not an American? Who hates America? A lot of things going on. But the one thing that got me about the the shooting at the Garlic Festival in Northern California, there was one comment that really, and I wasn't the only one that had a problem with this. you know, you always get the normal, thoughts and prayers, prayers for the first, for the victims and shit. And I've never understood why you'd pray for somebody after the fact, right? Somebody dies, pray for him. Somebody gets shot, pray for him. So as if that's gonna fucking matter. But in their recovery or non-recovery or something like that. And you get a lot, and that gets, and even a lot of news outlets that say, "Look, stop sending fucking thoughts and prayers." Why don't you donate to the Red Cross? Why don't you get involved? With but this whole thoughts and prayers thing. So many people. I mean, even a lot of like religious people, Christians or whatever. They get tired of people. But you still get a lot of that. I mean, god damn. But the one that really got me the most, the one that pissed a lot of people off on my feed, and not on my feed, but on the feed of the outlet. It was a TV, I forgot where. This lady wrote, "Can we please space these shootings out? I don't have enough thoughts and prayers to keep going like this." Right? And this lady was like, I guess, going, you know what? We're going to have mass shootings, but can we spread them out a little bit farther apart? Because, I've only got so many thoughts and prayers for the month. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe every quarter, she gets so many thoughts and prayers to give out. And myself, I like memes. So I sent her a few memes and actually told her what I thought of her thoughts and prayers. And after I did that, I realized that I was on the very nice scale of even people that are gun advocates, right? We're like, are you fucking serious, you cunt? Can we space these things out? Because I don't think that the majority, the way vast majority of gun owners in this country support like mass shootings, right? They might have a different opinion on like gun control and different aspects of people that have gun with mental health problems, and there's a lot of discussions you can have about that, right? The whole Second Amendment, and both sides can have very valid points, right? This isn't about gun control. This is about shit for brains, right? Who literally think that thoughts and prayers actually do something. These are people that this bitch fucking. I don't have enough thoughts and prayers. Can you please space these shootings out? What kind of shitbag person would even think that in their fucking head? You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, I got triggered on that one. And like I said, I thought what I put in, and me, I can be rather abrasive. Tom Rabbit's live right now. His shows can be kind of entertaining too. But that just struck me like, what kind of cunt would say something like that. Even if you were religious, right? And you actually thought that thoughts and prayers did something, right? Oh, now somebody's going to say, you know what? I've had prayers answered before. I prayed for my uncle and he got better. He was in the hospital, he had doctors and stuff, but God guided his hand. I just know it, Uh, uh, bullshit. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna get popping out of here because it's August 1st, 2019, and this is our last fucking live lobsters for now. Do we find a network or somebody to let us guest come on their show and fuck off and things like that, and just have random, stupid, weird things to say and talk about random, stupid, weird shit. It's been fun. It's going to be sad not seeing you people for a while and looking at the side chat. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be rough. Seriously, I might have to go off into some respite too myself. I'm getting all perplexed. Jeez. But, anyway, it's been fun. And, we'll find another medium some way along the media outlet somewhere. We'll figure out OBS one day or Streamlabs, or somebody will actually, like I said, I am willing to pay not much, mind you. I mean, we can discuss things because we're not looking for a grand production thing. We're just trying to get the basics down. You go, okay, gone through it a few times. Boom, you got it. Boom, there you go. And then slip you an envelope under the table, of course, because reasons. Clandestine covert operations. Oh, YouTube's gonna have a fucking Hangout thing? I didn't know that. I know they got that thing where you can go webcam, and then you can schedule something or whatever. But I didn't know it was I'll have to figure it out. But I didn't know you could actually, not that anybody ever wants to, come in my fucking Hangout. I used to tell people, yeah, if you want to come on in, I'll give you a link. But we fly solo here. We here at the Fun Brigade, we're like to really thank you for sticking around and putting up with Grampy Lobster and live lobsters. Normally at a very short notice. A lot of people, they schedule shit right in advance. A week in advance, at least 3-4 days in advance. And we're not really into that, and we never. But that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. It's been fun. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've laughed. I hope we've cried together sometime along the way. I hope I brought a little bit of joy into your life. That's all we're here for, and to promote our love for Lemmy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, praise Lemmy. Take care, and thanks for watching. This is Grampy Lobster. It's been fun. Bye-bye.